The man came home to find his wife had found a boyfriend. Then the wife handed him a divorce agreement. Looking at his cold wife, Paul knew that his marriage had come to an end. Strangely enough, he was not angry, but full of joy. This unusual behavior worried his wife.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
The divorce papers in his hand gave him a new lease on life. It turned out that Paul was an ex-soldier. A few days ago, he was traveling home from the army by train. In the compartment, a woman's luggage accidentally fell off the shelf. When Paul saw it, he immediately went to help. At that moment, the train suddenly lurched and they hugged each other tightly.
Sorry.
No, it's life.
In the panic, Mia took Paul's ticket by mistake. At this time, they did not know the gears of fate had already meshed their lives together. Paul asked her if she was all right, but Mia couldn't stop dry heaving. She threw up all over Paul. Paul thought Mia was sick from the car sickness, so he went to the bathroom alone to wash his shirt. By the time he got dressed and returned to the car, Mia was already asleep in her seat. So, Paul also closed his eyes to rest for a while. When he woke up again, Mia had already gotten off the train and he was kicked off the bus with the wrong ticket. Paul had no choice but to change buses. Coincidentally, that's where he met Mia. After talking to her, Mia realized that she had taken Paul's ticket by mistake, and that was why Paul was kicked off the bus early. She apologized profusely for what happened. Paul didn't blame Mia. He thought it was destiny for both of them. At that moment, 2 more passengers came on the bus. There were plenty of empty seats on the bus. They insisted on squeezing in next to Mia. They even started to make a move. Paul stopped them immediately.
Fellas, lady doesn't want to be bothered.
The man heard Paul and thought he was meddling, so he got up and tried to beat him up, but they were no match for Paul. In just a minute, Paul knocked the man and his companion to the ground. But because they were fighting in the car, soon the driver kicked them out of the car. Mia looked at Paul through the glass. Her face was full of apologies to Paul. As the car moved away, Paul decided to walk to the next station. He thought that was the end of their relationship, but he didn't expect to meet Mia again halfway. Fate had brought them together again and again. Mia sat sadly on her luggage and cried. Paul went up to her and said hello. He asked Mia why she was sitting here alone. Mia explained that her home was not far ahead, but now she was faced with a difficult situation. It turns out she's pregnant out of wedlock. When her boyfriend knew she was pregnant, he abandoned her. The father was an old-fashioned man. He valued his family's honor more than his own life. If he finds out, he'll kick her out of the house. Looking at Mia's heartbroken face, Paul had an idea. He was willing to pretend to be Mia's husband and accompany her home. Mia had no choice but to pin her hopes on Paul, who she had just met.